I mean, it's like before I get to that, I actually just found this thing. So, there are a lot of parallels to this year's Riot Bowl to the one in 2018.
Hmm.
This comes from a buddy on Twitter, just a kid from West Virginia, Noah. So he made this chart and he's been updating it throughout. But I'm going to show the people on YouTube, watching this video. There's a lot of parallels to this game. So the road team enters undefeated at 5-0 entering the game, which in this case, 2018, 2024, that's checked off. Home team comes off a win against Oklahoma State. Yeah, I mean, we did the exact same thing in 2018, Brock Purdy's first start.
Yep.
Home team does the blackout for the game. Yeah, I mean, West Virginia, they announced they're doing their coal rush. This is the game they're going to do the coal rush. Game played the week of October 11th to the 18th. Yeah, I mean, our game got 2018 was played on the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Night game was at 7 p.m. In the time zone from the away team. Yeah. Home team. These two are a little questions. We'll have to see what Iowa State equipment goes for. I'm going to assume they're going to go like red helmet with white. Could be possible, but we'll
That's what I was
see.
thinking.
Tim Brando on the call. Yep. Home team QB plays better than record shows. I mean, that's object. Like I feel like it's a little objective, but I can see
Right.
where it goes. Yeah. Road teams enter at the top 15 team. Yeah. So there are a lot of parallels, and that's something that's cool to note. Don't mind the other memes. But anyways, yeah. I just think there's a lot of parallels to this Riot Bowl, and I think this is gonna be a great game. But I think the key, like the major keys for Iowa State, is to have that ground game going, because we've seen it in the last two games and how they produce. And to go further into that, I want to talk about Abu Sama. I know obviously he didn't have that much of an impact in the last game. I mean, some fans are like questioning about Abu Sama's production. I think he's fallen off, and there's valid criticism there, but he still leads the team. Like he's second on the team in yards behind Jalen Jackson. They both are at like 400 something yards. So even with Abu Sama having like some bad performances, like what we saw against Baylor, he's still capable of like running the ball. And I think this is gonna be one of these games where the depth matters, and I think this is one of these games where Abu Sama is gonna be much needed. And I mean, just don't give up on Abu Sama if you're a fan. Like I know he hasn't been performing well, but these are the moments that you're going to need him. If say Jalen Jackson and or Carson Hansen gets shut down, Abu Sama's right there, and he's going to be the one that like needs to step up. And I think he might be, honestly. So just yeah.
Yeah. No. So I think a few keys for me. I'm gonna say, start fast. Get the run game going early, and defense get off the field. Get off of that field. So with that, what are your predictions? Your score predictions?
I mean, this one I think we're capable. Like I mean, in the last a few games or so, we scored like I mean against our score differential, like our points per game has been pretty good. I think we're in the around the 30s. We generally get up like around like 20 some points, and I think we're more than capable of scoring at least like 30 points. Whereas West Virginia, I've noticed here in their losses, I mean, they've shown obviously they got basically shut down with Penn State and blew a lead against Pittsburgh. So they've been in the 30s as well, but I think we can like reach that. So I think this might be a little bit of a shootout, but I think our defense is a little better than West Virginia's, and they're going to be able to get a couple of important stops. But I ultimately think this might be a little bit of a shootout here. So I might be leaning towards like maybe like 44-38 in favor of Iowa
Ooh.
State. I mean,
Okay.
these are two. Yeah, I mean, these are
Yeah.
two high-powered offenses, and they are both capable of running up the score. I think it's just a matter of who gets the important stops, and I think Iowa State has the capability of getting those stops as the better defense, at least on paper.
I actually have a much lower score. I think the defense will force, I think, two turnovers. I think we'll be able to get some stops on D. For me, I think this is a game where we pull away in the second half. I have us winning something like a 31-20 or like a 38-20.